Hey everybody, it's Jeff here from Geek Out Freak Out.
And I'm Christina.
I wanted to make this video to thank you because we hit over 100 subscribers yesterday on YouTube and I'm super blown away by that reaction.
What?
Now we just got back from watching Spider-Man Homecoming, so I want to do a quick little review for you. This will be spoiler free and we will be discussing it at length with some spoilers in our podcast on Monday.
So check that out. If you want to.
Well, I definitely want to.
Yeah, of course.
At least 100 of them.
At least.
First and foremost, Tom Holland. Tom delivers an amazing and far-reaching performance as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I'll invite the inevitable comparisons to the previous two actors by saying, I think Andrew Garfield was a great Spider-Man and an awful Peter Parker. Likewise, Tobey Maguire was a fantastic Peter Parker, but a garbage Spider-Man. Tom understands the duality of the character, a shy, awkward teenager who only feels cool and quippy when he dons the suit. He's given leeway to perform a surprisingly wide depth of emotions, and he nails them all, without even once making a gross, cringy crybaby face. Michael Keaton's performance as Adrian Toomes, also known as the Vulture, was likewise surprisingly impressive. His take on the character is believable, realistic, and intimidating to its core. He's much less of a Red Skull or an Ultron, and more of a Tony Soprano. The level of humanity he brings to the screen leads the MCU's Vulture to being instantly one of my favorite villains to come out of Marvel Studios so far. This is not the easily forgettable Kree guy from Guardians, or evil elf guy from Thor 2, the second Thor. This is a villain you'll remember. Going into the film, I was concerned that Tony Stark's role in the movie might overshadow the character of Peter Parker, but I'm happy to say that's far from the case. His role is certainly larger than a cameo, but it very deftly serves to only further Peter's growth, as well as Tony's. I think we see more growing for the character of Tony in his brief appearances in this movie than we have in the past two Iron Mans combined. Marisa Tomei's Aunt May is a refreshing rendition of the character. When I was Peter's age, I had aunts Marisa Tomei's age. You can tell she takes care of Peter, not the other way around. She's loving, funny, supportive, and most importantly, believable. Jakub Battlin plays Peter's best and only friend, Ned, and he nearly manages to steal the show on several occasions. I'm incredibly excited to see his role continue and hopefully grow alongside Peter as they both continue on in the MCU. The Marvel Cinematic Universe can sometimes feel a little samey. The House of Mouse likes to keep a tight level of control over their properties, which sometimes results in sterile, boring movies. Thankfully, I think they may be shifting away from that a bit. Director John Watts seems to have been given plenty of leeway with his vision of an 80s John Hughes-style coming-of-age film, but with superheroes. And I think it's paid off big time. It's a breath of fresh air in a frequently stale universe. This is personally my favorite Spider-Man movie ever made. I also think it's one of the funniest and best films in the MCU catalog. Now there's plenty of Easter eggs, twists, and hints at the future of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and I don't want to ruin them here. But trust me, go see this movie this weekend, and stick around for our in-depth, spoiler-filled discussion on this coming Monday's podcast. As always, if you like this video, please give us a like, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell button so you always get an update whenever we release a new video. This is Jeff, and you've been watching Geek Out Freak Out.